Hello guys, I'm here with my friends from Sonic Farms, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the Creamer Plus. This is an amazing unit I just acquired about a year ago, more or less, and one of my basic go-to units for a lot of things, and I'm gonna explain why. This is a unit that has lots and lots of flexibility, but regardless of the flexibility, it's a preamp that to me is more than a preamp per se. It's more than a preamp because to me it's a tone shaper more than just a preamp because of the many features it has. First of all, it offers an amazing sound, and that's obviously the main reason why I use it, otherwise I wouldn't be even considering it. But besides the great sound that you can get straight out of the unit, you have a lot of ways of shaping it, and two of the main features that I found I can use the unit to shape the sound is by changing the input impedance, which is a very basic feature that we should consider more often with preamps, because different microphones react in a completely different way when you change the input impedance, how it's, the preamp is loading those microphones. This unit has also two modes of preamplification. It can be pentode or it can be triode, and that actually affects a lot the sound too. It really changes the nature of the sound. And a third feature that to me changes the sound is changing the output stage, the output buffering stage, being solid state or using the transformer in the output. This is also a unit that can be used with a line input to go through some of those tone shaping features of the box without using it as a mic preamp. So it can also be used for mixing, or using it as an insert, line level insert, or it can be used for mastering, which I'm pretty sure a few guys are gonna find the use for it. It has the preamp section of it, but it also has the line level input section, so you can plug in instruments directly into it, bass, guitar, go in the eye, or any keyboard, and go through some of the tone shaping features of the box too. And I have used it for that purpose too, actually, for using going through different keyboards and creating different layers, using the different output stages too, so you leave room and space for the different layers when you're tracking keyboards. Other features that I find very, very useful, other than the gain stages, that you have a gain stage before the output level control, where you can actually beef up the gain. Also, after the gain control, you have three settings, so you can be at 0, -6, -12. So it gives you an amazing lots of possibilities and features. It has the usual phantom power, of course, polarity reversal, phase reversal, and also high pass filter, which can be 80 Hertz or a little bit steeper in the first position. I usually tend to go to number 2. I usually don't need as much a high pass filtering, but sometimes when you are recording guitars, I actually use the 1, 2, because you get too much of the boominess in the bottom end. Depends on, obviously, on your miking techniques, and the two magic switches in the very left to me, which are the fat and the air, which are basically shelving curves that you can use in your bottom end, in your low end, and in your top end, but two that really change the character quite a lot. And especially when working with drums, you can create this shelving effect if you're using it for miking overheads, for example, or even beefing up the bottom end. You want more of that honky kind of a drum sound, and you can use the fat switch to achieve that. The same way for many other kind of instruments. I use it for acoustic guitars, for electric guitars, you name it. I mean, anything that can be mic'd, I use it with. So I can only praise this box. It's an amazing unit. I use it so much that I have two of them, and one of them sits with my traveling rig, so I take it with me everywhere. And I wish I had more of them. I can only tell you that much.